Good day everyone and welcome to the second section of our video tutorial. I am Dr. Ohml Peter from Oceanic Health. So the first section spoke about your pre-registration, how to sign up, how to log in, then how to do your verification of enrollees. So we've done both. Now we're going to utilization. For utilization part, please click on utilization down here, and then you can enter it through 3 modules. Kindly note that this page again is a test page, and also before I started this section I made sure I had a PA code already for this enrollee. So I have called in to the call center and got a CT scan approved for this enrollee. I just want to make sure you know what to do if you already had a CT scan or if you already had a PA code for this enrollee. So now, bearing that in mind, so we can log in using membership number or verification code. Membership number, I can put the membership number here, it's already here, and search. So this brings out the enrollee that I'm going to work on. So this is the verification code we got earlier, and this is the PA code I got for the CT scan. Also, I can use the verification code, which is the one I got earlier. Now, note this. If I leave this at membership number, it wouldn't give me anything. Okay? So that means what you're putting must match. If you're putting verification code, this part too, you must select the verification code. So now you can see the enrollee. So I will go back. Also, if you have a PA code, you can input your PA code and then use that to enter utilization. So I'm going to use the membership number, and I also recommend using this because it pulls out all the codes you have for the patient and you could just go and update straight up. So I use the verification code here, membership number. So now I want to update on the PA code I already have. So I click on update here. Now, there are different icons to this. There's the vital signs part, there's the diagnosis part, and utilization. So I'll start from the first one. Please ignore this. If you have an admission code, it will change to inpatient, but for now it's an outpatient code. So what I need to put here is actually the blood pressure, temperature, and if we are dealing with a long case, then we need the respiratory rate. So blood pressure I put to myself 140/90. Okay, and then temperature I want to use 38 degrees centigrade. So you save that, and then you go to the next one. Next one being diagnosis. But you want to make sure you input as many diagnoses as you're working on, because the system vets according to the diagnosis you have. So this my enrollee, I'm going to put malaria for the enrollee. So I have it here, malaria. So please make sure you pick the option that you get. So I'm going to pick Plasmodium falciparum malaria. If I was dealing with a complicated malaria, I'll choose either this or with other complications. So I'm not dealing with complications, I'm just picking this. And please input your presenting complaints. So let's say fever and body pains, and I save. Also in this case I could say with the blood pressure, this patient is hypertensive heart disease. Say it came with a chest pain. Also, if this was the finding on its own, you could just put new if you don't have any findings that directed this diagnosis. Okay, so if there's any other diagnosis you have for these patients, please click on this diagnosis description box, type the diagnosis you're looking for, pick from the pop-up you have, and then you can go on. Please don't type it this way and leave it. By doing this, you haven't actually picked on any diagnosis. You need to pick from the drop down you get, these drop downs, and pick one that fits what you want to work on. So I'm going to leave it at 2 diagnoses for now. Also, always make sure you put presenting complaints, please. Now, The next bar we have is utilization. So you can see this part here. This is where you put all sections of your utilization. Now, I think I should show you this. Since I already had a PA code for this enrollee, if you drag this down to what they call the utilization box, this is what the utilization box is, or utilization column. It shows you all that you've done for the enrollee for that month. So I already got a PA code, and you can see my PA code here, straight up. Okay, so I don't need to go to investigations and start putting CT scan again. I already have a PA code, and immediately we give you a PA code, it will show in your utilization box automatically. Okay, I hope that's straightforward enough. So for this enrollee, let's say the enrollee saw a GP. Note there are primary and treatment, and there are secondary. For the primary ones, you don't need a PA code, so that means you can put this on the portal, no problem. For the secondary ones, needs a PA code, so I'm going to do both and show you what you will see. So I put a GP. So it's giving me agreed tariff 1,000, claimed amount 1,000. Now let's say I see a specialist in this case. Alright, so specialist comes out. I apply. I want to show you what it should show you. For this now, you can see the agreed tariff 5,000, claimed amount is 0. It's 0 because you need an authorization. So procedure requires pre-authorization. As long as this has been done, as long as you've applied here, automatically we will receive this notification telling us that you need to see a specialist for this enrollee. So this is how you can request for a PA code via the portal. Immediately you click on something that needs a PA code, it will automatically send us a request, and then your claim amount will be 0 until we approve the request. Kindly note that please don't submit any bill until your claimed amount changes to what the tariff is. If it doesn't change, if you submit the bill, it will be 0 for that item. Okay, so I'm done with the consultation. I want to move on to investigations. If I did an MP for this patient, so malaria parasite. So, alright, so that comes in, no problem. If I'm going to do any other investigation that needs PA code, let's say lipid profile, you will see that the claimed amount will be 0, and it prompts you that you need a PA code. When your PA code comes, it will be written here, and your claimed amount will change. I will show you how all those look like as we go. So it is all the investigation I did for this enrollee. I can go on to pharmacy, and then replace this pharmacy, the quantity part of the pharmacy, according to how the prescription was made, because we got some complaints that people don't put the quantity that they actually give, and we wanted to make sure what was prescribed by the doctor is what you give. So if I use an example here, let me say I'm using Lunat. See, I pick Lunat from here. It's tablet, so I say drug form is tablet. The doctor wrote 1 BD for 3 days, so I'm going to put 1 BD for 3 days. So that sorts out your quantity automatically. It will do the multiplication for you and give you the exact quantity you would have put. Also, if I put a drug that needs a PA code, as you know, as you've seen before, the agreed tariff will be there, the claimed amount will be 0, and then it will tell you you need a PA code, and when the PA code comes, it will be written on this box. I think I should just do one more so we see it. So let me say amlodipine. If I use another example, let's say Rocephin. An injection, please note that branded drugs need PA code. So this is an injectable. The doctor wrote 1 gram daily for 5 days. So this is already 1 gram. If what you picked was 500 milligram, then you know that you'll be giving twice the amount. I'll make an example. So this is daily for 5 days. Okay, so claimed amount 0, and then it needs a PA code. Now let me see amlodipine. This is, let's say I'm using 5 milligram. If the prescription says amlodipine tablet, if the prescription says amlodipine 10 milligram daily, and what I'm using is 5 milligrams, so I know I'll be giving, to make it 10 milligram, I'll need 2 tablets. So 2 tablets will make it 10 milligram daily for 30 days, 28 days, 2 days, any amount, I just put it there. Okay, so you can say 3 days, if that's how you want to put it. You can say 3 weeks, so you just change what the exact quantity you're using. Period time, so if it's months, 1 month, if it's days, 3 days, it's weeks, 7 weeks, and all that. Okay, so you do this and then you apply. Also, as you can see, it's telling you claim amount is 0 until you get a PA code, please. So there are different drug forms. For syrup, suspension, you just put the quantity. For infusions, you put it how you're giving it and all that. So I'll leave pharmacy for now. I'm done giving all the drugs I give to these patients. I go to admission. In this case, this is where you're working with first. So I want to admit this patient in a single room. What I mean single room, I mean private. Okay, so single room, single room is private ward, or double bed, which is semi-private. Okay, so you click on it, or in a general ward. So let me say single room for myself. Single room for myself. Admission dates, I'm admitting myself from today to 2 days time, 48 hours, and then I apply. So I'm admitting myself in a single room for these dates to this one. I can apply. Now something that I want to show you is how to apply for extension. In that case, you can see claim amount 0 until you get a PA code. In that case, I will still be in a single room. I'll pick the date when the PA code I'm taking finishes. Maybe I picked 28 and then today is 28, so I'll pick from 28. And if I want to admit for another 24 hours, I'll put 29th. Okay, here I'll put the reason why I want to extend admission. So let's say fever persists, and then I'll click on this box, which extension. So this in itself tells you that you are extending the admission. Okay, so when you want to extend admission, you pick the date that day and pick when you want to extend it to. Click on extension and then give us a reason why you're extending, so that from our own end we don't need to talk to you to know exactly what you're doing. So I'll leave that. Immunization is straightforward. So you put the one you want to use. If it's BCG, if it's OPV, you just pick it here. You tell us if it's a 6 weeks dose, if it's at birth, or if it's 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 14 weeks, and how many doses you're giving. So 1, 2, or 3 doses. And then you apply. Always apply. Procedures is where you do your minor, intermediate, and major procedures. So I could do a cesarean section. So cesarean section, the one I want to pick up, I pick that. I could also do a neurophy. Any procedure you want to do, you type it in here, you see the options pop out, you pick the options and you apply. That tells us why you want the procedure you want to do, and you can give us extra remarks on what you want to do or why you want to do it, and then you apply. So these things keep popping up. I'll show you something afterwards. If it's observation, please tell us when you're observing, for what time to what time, and then we'll see it from our end. Now note that I've put everything I want to do for this enrollee. So come down here and you can see all we've done so far. This is your utilization box. You can see the GP specialist consult we put, the investigation we did, treatments we did. We admitted in a single room, and then of course beforehand we already got the code for a CT scan. Right now, claimed amount, as you can see, 0 for the things that don't have PA codes yet, and then the ones that don't need PA code, you have it there. Please speak to your medical manager to give you your pre-authorization protocol, so you know what you need codes for and what you don't need codes for. So now we'll finish imputing. If I had a lot of patients to impute for, I will click save as draft, and then I will go to the next patient, which I would have already verified. I'll start the process again from utilization, put the patient's verification code or use the membership number as I recommended, update, and then put everything as usual. I will keep saving and saving. In the second part of our video, as section 3, I'll speak to you about how you will check for your PA codes if they've been approved and what to do if they've not. Thank you very much.